Hey guys. Um, I was, I had a calling to put out a message today. What is the price that you pay for improving your life? It means that you gotta let people go. Not just everyone, but certain people. You gotta let them go. No matter how much of an attachment you feel that you once had, even if it didn't turn into something physical, like in the flesh, you still have to let certain people go. That's the price that you have to pay to better your life, to have a better opportunities, to live a life of your dreams. You gotta let go of anything that you have any type of attachments, especially if you notice that whatever attachments have been formed have been attachments that are kind of toxic, that are, you definitely know are not good for you. That's the big flag right there, that you have to let go of that certain person or that certain attachment that you had with that particular character that is playing a certain role in your virtual reality life game. So thankfully, as I've climbed up to the top, this has become something easier and easier for me to do, and that is to know when to cut people off and when to remove them. There will be people that you leave behind. That's just the way it goes. I mean, if you really sit down and think about it, if you keep holding on to the same group of people that were once a part of your life when you were a different version of yourself, you really can't sit down and have a conversation with these people like you used to in the past. You can't connect with them like you used to. So that's number one. You can't, that connection is not there anymore, because your mind has already gone up to different levels of, of awareness and consciousness. Your mind thinks different when you start to evolve. It doesn't stay the same. It starts to change with you. And I've had to do this every time that I've been going up in my life, leveling up, going up to higher levels that I've never been to. It's always costed me. And I say costed me, even though it really isn't. But it's one of the things that I've noticed that I've had to do whenever I'm improving my life, or if I'm going up to a different level in status or lifestyle. I've always come to a place like a fork on the road where I've had to release people. Not everyone, but certain people in particular. And that's something that I'm being called to do again this time. And I'm not a stranger to doing this. You have to realize that this simulated reality is all about you. You're the only one that's in charge. You're the only one that's making the decisions and calling the shots. So you are number one, regardless of what's going on around you. And I know that sounds selfish, and I was conditioned early on, when I was unconscious, by my family members, even back then, that I don't remember much of that. I know that there was something inside of me that reflected out to people, the people around me, that that I wasn't good enough to live way up there in life, to have a really good lifestyle, and to live life at its greatest. And that's probably something I reflected back to the characters that played the roles of my family members back then. And I guess this was reflected back to me by the characters in my family, always telling me in some way, bringing it up, that I was selfish, that I was a selfish daughter, that I was a selfish person, and that all that I do is just think about myself. And it got to a point where it conditioned me into becoming self-conscious and into feeling bad about me thinking about myself and putting myself first, my needs, my happiness, my comfort. my peace of mind, you know, my mental health, and putting that first. And that's something that I have struggled with, you know, as I've moved up in life. And one thing that you have to know is that the more you go up in life, you know, the better the lifestyle that you get. You're going to notice that that big crowd of friends that you once had is going to start to dwindle down. And there's going to be a certain dynamic that's going to happen where your acquaintances will start to grow, which means you're going to meet a lot of people that you're going to know about and you're going to form connections with, but they won't be intimate, like a best friend connection, you know, like a connection of someone who knows you well, you know, that actually comes to your house and visits you, or people that you actually hang out with and spend time with on the weekends, or, you know, travel with together, you know, that kind of intimacy. So your circle of acquaintances is going to multiply, it's going to grow, but your friendships, the people that you call close to you, is going to become smaller and smaller and smaller. And that's something that I've noticed that has played out with me as I've gone up in my life, you know, as I've improved my life, and my status has become better and better. So that's basically what this message is about. You know, if you are on the path to improving your life, if you're on the path to becoming self-aware, awakening, and wanting to win in this life game, be prepared to cut people off. Be prepared to let people go. That's just part of this road. It's part of this path. You can't continue to be that old version of you, or have attachments that are connected to that old version of you, if you want to keep going up and improving your life and changing it in a positive way. You have to let people go. And you will know instinctively inside of yourself, because everyone's cutoff is, you know, tailored to themselves. They will, like, I know specifically who I need to remove from my life and for what reasons. And you will know that yourself as well as you go along on this journey. You will know which friendships or any attachments that you have to certain people that you will have to release and remove them completely from your life. You will know that. So I just wanted to come on here and just share that. Just to let you know, what is part of this journey of improving your life and wanting to have a better lifestyle, wanting to have a better experience, wanting to have a better quality of life. There is a price to pay. It does come at a cost. And that means that you have to put yourself first, your happiness, your needs, and you have to learn to let people go. All right? I just wanted to come on here and just say that I was very strongly guided to put this message out there for someone that may need to hear this. Okay? Thank you. Bye.